who is our Hartlepool United fan. Let's hear from Anthony Limbrick. He's been speaking to the press earlier today ahead of their long trip to Eastleigh. Let's hear from him, because Hartlepool's top scorer, Mani Desirue, has been on the bench for the last 3 games. 12 goals this season put him 6 clear of the rest of the squad. So what does he have to do to force his way back into Limbrick's plans?
Well, look, he needs to keep doing what he's doing, which has been utterly professional, training really well. He's a great lad around the group. He's been, even during that time, you wouldn't have known when he's training whether he's starting or whether he's not, and I got a lot of respect for that, so that's good. He's a proper pro. He really cares. He wants to play every minute of every game, which is what I always say with the goal scorers or the strikers. They need the 2 Gs, the game time and goals, and he definitely wants that. So, look, he's pushing for a start for this weekend, and we'll see where he is for that.
Is he getting frustrated? I mean, it would be understandable.
Yeah, I think we're all frustrated at the moment because we haven't got the wins, and he's a winner and wants to win, as well as a goal scorer, and he wants to play with just what we talked about. So, yeah, we're all frustrated with where it is at the moment, him included, I'm sure. But like I said, he's a proper pro, and I'm sure he'll be pushing for the start on the weekend.
Anthony Limbrick talking about Mani Desirue, the club's top goal scorer, having been benched for the last 3 games. David Makinson is our Pools fan with us in the studio. What do you make? That has been one bone of contention that Poolies have had with Limbrick so far, is the constant chopping and changing either of formations or personnel. 3 changes there was ahead of Fylde. There was 5, I think, the game previous, 3 the game before that. Changes of systems. Your thoughts?
He has no idea what system he wants to play. He is trying to make players fit into... He's experimented with a back 3. He's trying to force players to fit into that system rather than playing to the strengths of the players that he's got. Leaving Mani on the bench is absolute lunacy. Absolutely. I'm almost on the point of swearing, Robert. Trust me.
Let's not do that. I don't have the beep button ready. I need to load that up.
But having Mani on the bench is absolutely ludicrous. The guy scored how many last season? 20 whatever?
Yeah, 25.
We had an idiot in charge at the start of the season who played him most of the time with his back to goal. Mr. Why use one word when 500 will do. Under Lenny, it looked like he was getting back to something like what he's capable of.
Yeah.
And then this guy just doesn't know what to do with him. Hasn't got a clue. His team selections are absolutely bizarre.
Well, Riaz Cleary on the bench on Tuesday night against Fylde was one that raised a lot of eyebrows in the press box.
It certainly did with us. And his substitutions are odd, to say the least. I'd love to see Mani back in the starting lineup. He's much more mobile than Gary Medine. You can see Gary Medine's been an absolutely class player.
Yeah.
When he gets into the box, he knows exactly what to do. Saturday there was one beautiful ball he flicked out to the right.
He's got that really good build-up play, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You can see the quality there.
He's been class, but unfortunately, he knows where he wants to be, but his legs just don't get him there quick enough now. Mani, for me, you've got to start him every game. Absolutely. Goals guaranteed if you play to his strengths. That is, get him in the 6-yard box and get crosses in, and like you said, Cleary, he'll pin crosses in all day.
Just a few texts and tweets coming through, so I wanted to read some of those. This one from Hector. He says, I've seen some awful sides in my 50 years of following Pools, but I don't think I've ever seen a team who fold completely after conceding a goal like this team does, completely lacking in grit, fight and any nous. He says, by the way, what's happened to Anthony Mancini? No mention of him lately. Has he gone back to France to recuperate? Just on that note, Hector, Mancini is back in training, has been on the grass, and is expected to be back around it. Whether he will be on Saturday, I don't know, but certainly in the immediate future, it's thought that he will be back before the end of the season, and certainly in the next couple of games.
He was at the game last Saturday, I saw him.
Yeah, so, but would you go along with that? You know, is Hector there saying this is a team that completely lacks grit, fight, and any
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I can't put my finger on the reason for it. Whether there's something going on behind the scenes, like I was saying earlier about Jeff's tweet about reduced terms, whether there's a lot of unhappiness among the squad, I just don't know. There is something sadly lacking at the moment.